I want to talk about something. The NBA has a problem. And it has a problem that they seemingly are not prepared for, but they're trying to do things to prepare themselves for the inevitable. But I also think that they're kind of doing it wrong. Now, maybe they're not doing it. Maybe the media is doing this, but it just feels like the talk around this topic is completely off. And that is the face of the NBA. I've talked about it before, and I've said before that this isn't something that you just anoint. This isn't something that you just assign to a player. This is something that should be organic. Michael Jordan was organically the face of the league because of his style, because of how he played. A lot of off the court stuff, with Nike and everything. It was organic that Michael Jordan became larger than life. It was organic that LeBron James became the face of the league. And it's no coincidence that both of these players are widely considered the best player, depending on who you ask, in NBA history. Before Michael Jordan, I believe it was Magic Johnson. The face of the league is an organic thing. Now, yes, there are things that they can do to help. Like I said, marketing is a big thing, but it's an organic thing. And the issue that I have, and again, it may not be the NBA, it may be media, is I feel like they're trying to take something that is supposed to be organic and make it artificial, make it manufactured. And that, in my opinion, is the biggest issue that the NBA is finding themselves in. Now, a question that has been actually let me back up a little bit. What is the face of the league? The face of the league is when you look at a league, when you look at any sport, it's usually the first player you think of. It's usually the player that represents whatever the league and whatever they want to put. It represents them as best as possible. The NFL struggles with this, but I don't think they struggle with it because they just don't. They struggle because I don't think they want a face of the league. When you look at the logo, it is the shield. They have helmets. You can't really see. There's a bunch of my favorite football players that I didn't even know what they look like until their retirement. It's like, oh, that's what he looked like, because when you see them, they usually are wearing a helmet or they're not really promoted without their stuff. So the NFL struggles mightily with the face of the league. And you kind of see it with how we argue. While yes, everyone knows that Patrick Mahomes is the best player, but they talk about the issues with Lamar Jackson in the way that he represents himself, or Josh Allen, or Travis Kelce when we talk about his relationship with Taylor Swift. The NFL struggles with that, but I don't think that they want to. I don't think that they want to have a face of the league. They want to make it in a sense of when you think of the Kansas City Chiefs, the first thing you think of is the football team, not Patrick Mahomes. Or when you think of the Washington Commanders, you want to think of the team more than Jaden Daniels. And I think they are steadfast and no, we don't want the whole face of the league thing. We want our product to be the team, which it works for them. On the flip side, the NBA is totally different. Players, you get to see their faces, their expressions clearly. They wear jerseys that obviously aren't as they don't cover as much as an NFL jersey. They wear shorts. They have shoe deals. They have brand deals. The NBA has they've known from the beginning, but I think with Michael Jordan, with Magic Johnson, with Larry Bird, the NBA quickly understood that the best way and the most effective way to promote our league and to elevate our league is on the backs of the players. While the same thing is in a sense for the NFL, like I said, the NFL continues to push the team aspect, which nothing wrong with that. There's a reason why the NFL is the biggest brand in the United States when we talk about sports. But the NBA is different. The NBA knows people care more about a Steph Curry before they care about a Golden State Warriors. They care about a LeBron James more than they care about a Los Angeles Lakers. You can tell by Instagram followers or Twitter followers or YouTube subscriptions, So with understanding that, the NBA is again, I think it's more the media more than the NBA. So let me try to understand. I think the media is trying to, again, force somebody or force the face of the league more than just allowing it to. I've been on record saying I don't think there will be a face of the league. I also talked about that we're in the golden age of the NBA in the sense of there is so much talent in the NBA. There's more talent in the NBA now than I think there's ever been. Like if you look at every single team outside of maybe one, there is a star on every team. Cleveland, you have Donovan Mitchell, you have Evan Mobley, you have Darius Garland. Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. The Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden. Golden State, obviously Steph Curry. Hell, even the Pelicans, that are the worst team in the West, have Zion Williamson. So there's more talent than ever. And because of that, I said that. Now let me put a pin on that and kind of explain a little bit more where I'm going. LeBron James will probably be out the league in the next 5 years, within the next 5 years. Meaning the guy that we think, let me not disrespect, the face of the league will be gone. On top of that, I believe in the next 5 to 6 years, Steph Curry will be gone and Kevin Durant will be gone. That's your big three right there. Those are the three that has put the league on their back and carried it for a while. Now, yes, you still have some players like a James Harden, like a Russell Westbrook, who are older, but they didn't have, and they, even though they've won an MVP, and even though they're still great in their time, and in their prime, they were incredible players. They never had the cachet. They never had the following. They never had the influence that a LeBron, KD, and Curry had. We're talking about three players that are inarguably top 15 to 20, two of which are top 10, one of which is considered one of, if not the greatest player of all time. Someone like James Harden and Russell Westbrook don't have that cachet, but they are still incredible. I mean, Russell Westbrook is, Russell Westbrook. But your big three is about to be, in the next 5 to 6 years, I think they'll be gone. Steph Curry, I think, is 37. LeBron is 40, and KD, I think, is 36, 37. So if we're doing the math, there are going to be some old players playing. I just don't. I don't see it, and they don't see it. So I think media-wise, it's easy to have a face of the league because it allows you to focus your attention on someone. But I just don't think there will be, because again, this is the first time in the NBA history that there is this many stars, even on bad teams. The Toronto Raptors have Scotty Barnes. The Charlotte Hornets has LaMelo Ball. And with there being so much talent, they're trying to figure out, okay, who's going to be the face? Who's going to be the face? Who's going to be the face? LeBron's about to leave. Steph's about to leave. KD's about to leave. Who's going to be the face? And all through All-Star break, Anthony Edwards' name was propped up. And rightfully so. Anthony Edwards is an incredible player. Incredible player. He's a high flyer. He's authentic. You saw that with and I guess I apologize. I keep going back to the Court of Gold docuseries. It was really good. 6 episodes on Netflix. Go watch it. But you even saw it with Anthony Edwards and his interaction with former President Obama, and how just authentic he is. Like, there's nothing PC. There's no, he's as authentic is going to get. And people were asking him, do you want to be the face of the league? Or are you prepared to be the face of the league? And he was essentially saying, no, that's not, I don't want to do that. That's going to be Wemby. No, I just don't want to do that. And that caused a firestorm in the media. Because you've never really heard someone say, I don't want to be the most popular player in the league, or I don't want to be the face of something. And I understand completely not wanting to do that. Quiet as is kept, I think KD never wanted. KD seems like the most purest basketball player you've ever seen. He just eats, sleeps, breathes basketball. He just wants to hoop. And there are politics that come with being the face of the league that I just don't think KD has ever really wanted to do. Now, I know injuries played a part. Obviously, LeBron James being here played a part. But KD doesn't have the personality of the face of the league. And I don't think he wants that personality. KD doesn't want to be considered, there's a level of scrutiny that you're always going to have. There's always a level of eyes that you're always going to have that I just don't think KD is trying to do. He just wants to hoop. He says it all the time. I just want to hoop, bro. And I think Anthony Edwards, who is no coincidence that Kevin Durant is Anthony Edwards' favorite player of all time, growing up. I think Anthony Edwards is cut from that same cloth. I mean, even, and I'm not going to highlight what's going on, but even now, Anthony Edwards is dealing with a bunch of stuff off the court. I don't think when you're the face of the league, all that gets magnified. I don't think he wants to do that. And I completely understand. Trust me, I do. No, who wants all, like, come on, bro. No. So I get it. So I don't think it's the NBA as much as the NBA media. I think we should just let it happen. I know a lot of people say that the face of the league is not going to be somebody that is foreign, because it's never been someone that's foreign. And a sport that was obviously created in Springfield, Massachusetts, I think that they would hope that the quote unquote face of the league would be someone that is from America. And my retort to that is simple. While you're correct, the face of the league has never been American or never been a foreign player. The league has never had this many great foreign players before. Now, we've seen some incredible foreign players, as like Hakeem Olajuwon, Steve Nash, Tim Duncan. Even though he played for Team USA, he's from the Virgin. I think that's okay. Take out Tim Duncan. But you had Sabonis. Like they're Arvydas Sabonis. That's what I'm talking about. You've had some great players, but I don't think we've ever had this many great players that are foreign. On top of that, them being so high in the NBA ranks. Like if you look at it, in the top 10, you have Nikola Jokic, Giannis, and I'm not even in no order. I'm just Nikola Jokic, Giannis, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Victor Wembanyama, Luka Doncic. At least 5 that you can argue. Some of them obviously are inarguable, but at least 5 you can argue in the top 10. None of which are from the United States. So, while yes, I understand that it's like, whoa, the face of the league has never not been a foreign or never not been an American. Yeah, well, when LeBron James early in his career, Michael Jordan early in his career, Magic Johnson early in his career, they never had someone as great as Nikola Jokic. They never had someone who's as great as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from Canada. They've never had someone that's as great as Giannis from Greece, Victor Wembanyama from France, Luka from Slovenia. So I understand that they're trying their hardest to make the face of the league someone American, which is why Anthony Edwards is a prime candidate. But I think because there's not a lot of great Americans, that's just how it is. The top tier players, yeah, you have Americans, don't get me wrong, but there's not as much. So they're trying to, if there is going to be a face of the league, let it be whoever it is. If that's Nikola Jokic, let it be. If that's Giannis, let it be. If that's Victor Wembanyama, let it be. That's not saying it has to be an American, because hell, I know he played for Team USA, but Joel Embiid ain't American. So I think either the NBA or NBA media, I think that they're trying to artificially make something happen that's supposed to be organic. And I think it's going to backfire on them if they continue to do that, because people are going to get tired of the whole propping someone up to be the face of the league. You know what this conversation, and I promise you guys I'm almost done. You know what this conversation reminds me of, and questions, why the hell do people not like Jason Tatum that much? Jason Tatum is widely considered one of the best players in basketball. You can pretty much unarguably a top 10, top 15 player. Why is it that whenever we talk about this whole face of the league thing, a person that just won the NBA finals and is the best player, even though he didn't win the Finals MVP, is the best player on a team that just won the NBA Finals. And as much as we talking, may very well go back to back. Why is nobody talking about him being the face of the league? Because if you look, the American names that they put out there, Anthony Edwards, well, I say Jason Tatum is better than Anthony Edwards right now. John Moran, he kind of ruined that with his whole gun situation. But Jason Tatum is better than him. Like, why is it never Jason Tatum? It doesn't make sense to me. Do people just Tyrese Halliburton? Hell no, but Jason Tatum's better. It doesn't. I don't know. But Anthony Edwards said he doesn't want to be it. And I understand it. And honestly, let's stop trying to force a whole face of the league. It's just let it happen organically, if it happens at all. Because I honestly think the league is in a much better place is if they promote a bunch of people as the face of the league than just one. Because it prevents you from having these issues. I don't think it's an issue of how important it is, because I think the NBA has built itself around the promotion of players. That's their model. You have a player-friendly commissioner right now, and Adam Silver. It is a player-driven league. So I don't think that's a problem. I think it's always been that way. Maybe not to the extent it is now, but it's always been that way. But in order to not run into this problem, seeing as though LeBron's about to be out of here, Steph's about to be out of here, KD's going to be out of here soon, let's focus on promoting multiple players. Like, does the face... This conversation, I think, also discredits just how great the NBA is as far as talent. And I think it just does a bunch of people a disservice. So maybe this is the time where we, instead of promoting the face of the league, we continue to promote the growth internationally that the league has done. It seems though there's never been this many great foreign players. We didn't talk about someone like Franz Wagner, Dennis Schroeder, even though he's getting passed around like a... But maybe this is the wake-up call. Maybe this is the time where you say, no, we're gonna promote multiple people. Why can't Shea, Victor, and Giannis be the faces of the league? Why can't Nikola Jokic, who is the best player in the league right now, why can't he be the face? Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.